Hey there, my wedding planning friends, and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, thanks so much for clicking on my video. I'm Emily Summer. I'm a wedding planner based in Montana, and I make weekly videos on wedding planning tips and advice. So today I wanted to talk about some resources that might help you when you are wedding planning, especially for those of you that are just starting the wedding planning journey. So here are some wedding and wedding related websites that you should know about when planning your wedding. The first one is Wedding Wire. This is a great place to start if you are just starting your wedding planning process and you don't know where to even start, who to look for when it comes to wedding vendors and all of that. So Wedding Wire is basically like a search engine for weddings. So you can look in your area, you can look up wedding vendors in your area, you can read tons of reviews. Wedding Wire is actually one of the largest platforms when it comes to reviews for wedding vendors. And so this is a great place to kind of start your wedding vendor search. You can read reviews, you can look at portfolios, you can see who's in your area and see what your options are when it comes to all of the wedding vendors that you will need for your wedding. Similarly to Wedding Wire is The Knot, which also serves a similar purpose where you can use it as a search tool and look for wedding vendors in your area. And The Knot also has a lot of helpful wedding planning tools and resources that you can utilize in the planning process, such as checklists and timelines and budget help and all of those sorts of things for your wedding. You can also find a lot of great inspiration on The Knot as well. And this is also a website where you can create your own wedding website if this is something you plan to do, where you will have all of the important information for your wedding that you will point guests to when you send out your save the dates or invitations or any information that you need to relay to guests, so you don't have to mail everything out or be able to have to reach out to your guests individually. You can have all of the important pertinent information on your wedding website, and The Knot has a lot of great tools to create that website. Number 3, Zola is a great website when it comes to wedding registries, as you can register for all your physical items that you want, that you can register kind of across multiple platforms. So you're not having to solely register at a place like Bed Bath & Beyond or Target or something where it's all in one store. You can register across Zola and have all of those actual tangible items you want to register for, but they also give you the option to register for things like a cash fund or a honeymoon fund, or if you want to do a remodel in your house or something like that where it doesn't have to be a physical tangible item, you can also register for those items as well. Minted is a great stationery platform where if you are having any sort of stationery, whether this is your save the dates, whether this is your wedding invitations, or any stationery or paper goods that you plan to have on your wedding day, like table numbers, escort cards, menus, signs, anything like that, Minted has it all, and you can have them all within the same stationery suite, so that everything matches and you have a cohesive look. I also am a part of their wedding planning program, so you can use my code that I'll put on the screen here, and I'll also link it below along with all of these other websites in the description box below. And this will get you, I think, 35% off save the dates and 25% off any other wedding related item. So check that out if you need any stationery things for your wedding. Number 5 is All Seated. I've talked about this in my wedding seating chart and layout design video. All Seated is a platform that will allow you to actually digitally design your floor plan and the layout for your wedding, and your venue might already have a layout uploaded into All Seated. If that's the case, then you can just go in and physically move tables around and be able to see what will fit in the space, but you can also pay somebody to create the space based on dimensions that you are given, or you can do this yourself as well. So this is a very helpful tool when it comes to mapping out the layout of your wedding and where you want to place things, how you're going to design your seating chart, and anything that comes to the spatial and design aspect of your wedding space. Number 6, Carrots and Cake is a great website for inspiration. You can browse by style, you can look up a certain particular type of wedding if that's what you're looking for some inspiration. But what's extra helpful about Carrots and Cake that you can't get with something like Pinterest is when you're looking through the albums, it will actually list every single vendor that was included in that photo. So you can actually know where it came from, know how to achieve that look, and maybe even find a wedding vendor that way as well. Number 7 is Mint.com, not to be confused with Minted. Mint.com is a budget and money management website, so you can actually sync up your bank accounts and your cards so that you can use this to move funds around as needed for your wedding website and use this as a money management tool so you can actually track your spending. Like I said, you can move things around, so if you have an actual wedding account, you can see what's coming and going and be able to manage that money a little bit better than if everything's just coming out of your own personal account and maybe you're not as good at tracking that. This is a great way where you don't have to just make a spreadsheet and kind of plug in every time that you're spending money. This will track everything for you and allow you to monitor your spending a little bit better. Number 8, Google Drive is a great way to keep everybody connected and keep everyone on the same page. So whether this is your wedding vendors, members of your bridal party, family members that are helping out in some way, this is a great way to track all of your timeline information, vendor and other important contact information, and just have a folder when it comes to wedding info that you need to share with multiple people. This is a great way everyone can access it the same way. You can keep everything updated, and this is a great way to keep everyone on the same page. Number 9, the Venue Report is a super awesome website, especially if you are planning a destination wedding and you're not sure where you want to get married or what type of venue you want to get married at, or maybe you have a particular type of venue that you want, but you don't know how to find that or where to find that. The Venue Report is a great website where you can search based on the type of venue you're looking for, or maybe the type of part of the world you want, or maybe just the location, like a beach versus a barn or a field, the type of wedding that you want to have. The Venue Report will provide you with venue options that fit whatever you're looking for, and it will also provide a lot of the details for the venue as far as pricing information, capacities, amenities, restrictions, curfews. Everything that you need to know about that venue will be on the Venue Report. So super awesome tool, especially if you are looking at destination weddings. And finally, number 10, Riley and Gray is a wedding website platform that allows you to design wedding websites that are a little bit more out of the norm than kind of your standard wedding wire or the Knot wedding website. So if you're somebody that values design, you want something that's a little bit more unique and not kind of your standard wedding website, Riley and Gray is a great platform for this. It is a paid tool, so you can either do $35 per month and just do it on a monthly basis and have it for as many months as you need to and cancel at any time, or you can pay $240 for the year and then your website is active for an entire year. You can also get a custom domain for this website so that you can have, yournames.com rather than theknot.com/wedding/ whatever the long ones are for the other free websites, tools that you can use. So there are some wedding websites that you should know if you are planning a wedding. Hopefully you found this video helpful. If you did, please like and subscribe to get weekly videos on wedding planning tips and advice, and we'll see you next week.